Welcome to Raleigh Roots, a podcast about living, working, and raising a family in the Triangle. Join hosts Kate and Catherine for lighthearted conversations, stories, and interviews about what it is really like to live here. Whether you're thinking about moving to the Triangle or have already planted roots here, tune in and listen on your favorite device. And now your hosts, Kate and Catherine.
Hello, Raleigh peeps, and welcome back. It's Catherine and Kate. We're on episode 11. As I told Kate earlier, 11's my lucky number. I was born on the 11th. I forgot what else.
Your soccer
my
number?
soccer number was 11, and I did tell her that I scored 11 goals in soccer, and she asked
In
if
a
it
game?
was in a game, and I said maybe all 4 years, which is not super impressive.
Yes, we're
But
going.
we're
with the
gonna
season.
go.
A
We're going the
season.
season. I scored 11 at some point. It doesn't matter when. And we have an amazing guest today. We are hoping we will have a few more guy male viewers.
Yes, yes.
And you get a little break
From all the girl
and
stuff.
the girl
Yeah.
stuff, and the moods and all that. So
'Cause we are talking hoops. We are talking AAU. We are talking NBA. We are talking transfer portal. We are talking all sorts of things.
sports, basketball, and it's a pretty big name around here.
Yeah,
First this weekend, did you have a good weekend?
I did. This was my burnout recovery weekend.
We all need
and
that.
I
Yes,
went
yes, yes.
and I slept a lot. Took a lot of naps. Went down to the coast, laid on the ocean. Well, laid on the sand and just listened to the ocean.
On
and
the
slept.
ocean. You
On
did
it.
not lay on the ocean, but
No,
near the ocean.
Near the ocean.
Yes.
Yep, as close as I could be.
To follow up from our last or maybe 2 episodes ago, I cannot believe I did this, but I went to the fair.
Mhm.
I went with a friend. It was great people watching. Ate some fried Oreos beside a dumpster. It was so romantic. Did have a good time. I had macaroni and cheese and tater tots all mixed together, which was kind of like a heart attack waiting to happen. I could feel my heart, going in and out.
Was
But
the
guess
mac
what?
and cheese inside the tater tot?
They did like tater tots with mac and cheese on top of it. And you could add, I did not do this. My friend did this. You could add like barbecue.
Okay.
And I'm not real sure, that's not my normal go-to. I usually love Wisconsin cheese. I couldn't find it.
Oh, yeah, you were talking about
I
the
was
Wisconsin
so
cheese.
sad. Yeah. Anyway, but there is an area, I didn't realize this. You have to, of course, be 21. You can get these special cocktails in the back, which I'm like, who knew? But I rode the Ferris wheel. I did. That was fun. It was so cute.
Oh.
But it was enough. It
Yeah.
it was like
You got your fill.
Yep, got my fill. And it does make you feel a little bit better about yourself when you're walking through there.
I am sure. I am very glad to know it's over. The fair is
Kate
over.
hates the fair. She
I
hates
do.
the fair.
It's not my scene. Not my scene. Too many people.
No.
Too crowded.
Yep.
Dirty. I don't know. It's just.
It's
No.
different. It's very different.
Yep.
And it's a little unnerving.
I like an amusement park.
Uh,
I'm all for it.
Well, you feel
Love
a
it.
little safer, right?
The
Those
fair
rides
just.
the rides are there in an amusement park all year long. These are riding down the highway, an
Yeah.
hour before people get on them. It's a little scary.
Yeah.
Went out a little bit on Saturday night. Again, I think I am 18 or 21, or I don't know what's happening. But if you want 2 fun places to go, and I don't do this a lot, but when I do, go big or go home. Tap Yard is a fun place in Raleigh, y'all. It is karaoke, but it's with a live band.
Yeah, it's called Raleigh.
And they have a band, and you pick your song, and you get up and you think you're like a rock star. It's so great.
It's on our list to go.
And then ended at Uncle Jesse's, which is like a honky-tonk bar. That was fun. Yesterday, I had to take several naps, though.
Recovered for the last week of October because Halloween is Friday.
I know. It's so crazy.
Are you dressing up?
You know what? You're not going to believe this.
I'm not. If you say you're not, I don't
I
believe
know. It'll
it.
be the first year. Problem is, Austin has his last
Football game?
football game before playoffs, and it's the last home game.
Look for it.
Maybe I will. I do have several costumes in my costume box that I
mean,
could
this
pull
is your
out.
thing.
I know. Some people are really shocked. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. But today we have an amazing guest, and Scott Wood is here, and we are excited for you to join us for episode 11.
Yes. Enjoy.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Raleigh peeps, welcome. We have the best guest ever. You get to hear about sports
Yeah.
today with the infamous Scott Wood.
That is
Thanks
right.
for joining us.
Thank you, Scott.
And look, we are dressed to support all avenues of Scott. You have on your state.
Yep. Look back.
I am covering the Broughton scene, and then we have the Swish scene.
Yep, the AAU world is covered right here with me.
Yes, and I was going to wear both, but I didn't know how I would make that happen. So I didn't. So let's talk. Welcome, Scott. And I'm going to talk a little bit about you. If I mess this up, just
Tell us what is wrong.
Okay.
Yes.
or you can
It
just
could
make
be.
fun of me and
Yeah.
move on. Is it?
Figure it out.
So here is the good news. Scott Wood is awesome. He's a basketball player. He is from Indiana and he played at State. And I'm sure most of you around here know him. But if you're moving to Raleigh or if you have kids in the sports world, you're going to want to hear all about this.
Yes.
So what brought you to State from Indiana? How did you make that choice?
So Monty Tao, who was on the national championship team, the first national championship team that came through NC State, he's from Oak Hill High School, which is 10 minutes from my hometown. He was always going back and forth. And so when he caught wind about a teammate of mine that his name is Julius Mays, started to recruit him.
Oh.
And so they actually got a commitment from him. And because of Julius getting recruited by NC State, they started watching me as well.
Okay.
So the truth is they went, saw my teammate, and then on my connection with Monty, him being from Indiana, getting to know him really well because he was always back and forth. And I mean, you get to know all the college coaches, but because
Sure.
he's always back home, you got to know him a little bit closer. That was a big reason of
I mean,
why
let's
I-
not sell yourself short.
Right.
You have a record for, I just did some research, free throws, 3-pointers. You like broke records for all this stuff.
At
Yeah.
State?
Yeah.
Really?
First in 3-pointers career, free throws, games started, games played,
Oh my
minutes played. My favorite one, though, is when I left State, I was top 15 all time in blocks.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Stop.
So defense.
That was my favorite stat. But the reason why is because I got blown by so much, but I never quit on a play and I blocked everybody from behind.
Do y'all hear that? Players do not quit on a play.
That's right.
All
ever,
right.
Ever.
Listen to
Defense,
this.
Defense.
Duh.
I love defense. It's
I
my
mean, come
favorite.
on. And played in the NBA. You
Called a
played.
month and a half.
Doesn't matter. You played. You're an NBA player or sitting beside an NBA player, and you played overseas.
Where were you?
10 years. I was in Spain for 4 years. It was 3 years to start my career, and then I finished a year in Spain. Turkey, France, and Montenegro.
Whoa.
Favorite place you lived?
It's an impossible question. You got to pick best beaches, best food,
All different.
Okay.
best people. That's the hard part. All of them have
I can
something
imagine.
very unique.
Were you
Got
at
it.
State all 4 years?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
All four.
But your family's still in Indiana. You'll go back, visit.
My parents and my sister
Okay.
are there.
'Kay.
But that's about all that's left in Indiana.
Can't you get them to move to North Carolina?
See, I only have 2 grandkids, and she has 3.
That trumps every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
I'm
it.
not winning that battle.
Totally got it.
So were you considering any other schools or just NC State?
Yeah, so I was I really liked Butler. So Butler at the time had gone to the Final Four. Brad Stevens was the coach, who's now with the Celtics. The reason I didn't go to Butler is because Gordon Hayward, who was in the NBA for a long, long time, was an all-star, beat us in a state championship game. And I never let go of that one.
Oh, no way.
On a last-second shot.
When you have a loss like that, do you internalize it? Do you get back to the locker room and you're like what? How do you process that?
It's probably different as a coach and a player. Like,
Okay.
uh,
Okay.
As a player, I didn't show any emotion. Like, you couldn't tell if I made a shot or missed a
Ah.
shot. I never let it linger, but just how I am wired, like, I could talk about my failures more than I could talk about my success. I remember the missed shots, the missed defensive assignments, the losses.
But I think most people are like that in general, right? Nobody wants to like brag and talk about themselves a lot. It's easier to say, these are the things I did poorly.
Yeah.
But I also think that comes from being humble.
But also, it's a good way to keep you achieving, right?
right.
Like, it's a good fire under you to keep you getting better.
Yeah, well, we tell all our kids, if you're in practice and you're comfortable, you're not getting any better. And if you're not failing, you're not getting any better. So we got to find a way to take the failure,
Yes.
learn from it, grow from
Yeah.
it, so that we can, the next time we're in the situation, do it a little bit better. So
Makes sense.
Uh-huh.
that's probably part of the reason is I knew that I did something wrong and I can do better the next time.
I like that. We need to apply that to our life every day as a mom.
Well, I mean,
I mean, 'cause we feel it.
But we
Uh-huh.
keep waking up the next day and we're still here momming.
And
So
we
we're
have kept
doing
our
it.
kids alive. That's
Yeah.
number one. They're
I
not
mean,
dead,
it
right?
is.
That's
And
my standard.
And we get them to practice, for the love,
Yeah.
right? We get them to practice.
Well, one of them's driving now.
One of them. Oh, yeah. Yes, he is.
So
It better come up for Austin quick. Question: how do you feel about kids playing multiple sports? Or when should and I'm doing kind of a double question here, when does a parent know they go all in about this, right? It's kind of a crazy world now.
Yeah, and I feel like the parents are super competitive.
Oh my God, the parents, the players are great.
Worse than the players.
The parents are crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a perfect answer for it.
Okay.
I can give my opinion. I think these kids should play as many sports as possible growing up. I do think there comes a time where they're probably going to realize, okay, I have a future in this, or I don't have a future in this. And that's, again, I'd probably say the end of the sophomore year, that's when decisions are made. If you're like a 3-sport athlete and you're like, crap, I'm really good at baseball, maybe we start to focus a little bit more on baseball.
Yeah.
But I'd also say that there's been a little bit more research, especially recently there's been a bunch of Achilles tears in the NBA and sports in general. And a lot of it, and a lot of doctors and a lot of research is showing that they're only playing one sport.
Yes.
Really?
Our pediatrician talked to Ben about that a few years ago.
I've never heard this.
Yeah.
So I think being able to play multiple sports, like I grew baseball, I stopped my sophomore year, ran track and cross country, played soccer up to my 8th grade year. So I did a lot of different things. It also creates a lot of different movements that you're learning to do. So
Okay.
that, like basketball is a particular movement. Football
Right.
is a particular movement.
Right.
Baseball, whatever it is a
Yeah.
different type of movement. So the more that you're able to do things and move around, it's only going to help.
Oh, I like that answer. Okay, good. I did not know the Achilles thing. That is wild.
American Academy of Pediatrics says you really want your kids to more than one sport. Yeah.
I like that.
And then I think the second question about like when to kind of go all in. The reality is, and most people don't want to hear it, until you probably turn 15, it doesn't matter. It's just my opinion.
Oh, are you telling me I've traveled all around this country and I was like, I'm going to have to get a second job selling hot dogs. No, I'm kidding. But I mean, traveling all around. But you know what? It has kept him out of trouble. So I'm going to go with that.
Well, and it's not so much not playing. It's like I'm seeing so many people travel all over. Like if you're a Raleigh team, they're going to Indiana, they're going to Phoenix, and then they're going to Boston. Like the reality is at that age, there's enough competition here.
Sure.
Like, but 100% play, participate, do it. But like you go to Bermuda Run, which has a nice facility. Maybe it's Rock Hill. And if you want that one little splurge, you can go to an Atlanta but to me, they're at that age, unless you're getting pegged as like the top 50 player in the country. And I would also say I don't want to say that it doesn't matter, but at 15, it becomes more real. Like if there's a big gap, like an 8th grader going to a freshman, it's like, you're not playing against just freshmen. You're playing against sophomores, juniors, seniors.
Yeah.
So it's a different type of level when you make that jump. So for me, it's like, I tell everybody, focus on development, be in a place where you can get minutes and you can get better, and if you're in a place like that, it's okay to, travel and do some certain things. But if you're in a place and your son's the, 12th man on the bench and you're only practicing once every 2 weeks and there's different players on your team, it's probably a little bit much.
Yeah.
Okay. I like how you phrased that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Okay, so what inspired you to be a coach? And as we said at the beginning, he coaches at Broughton, and you're the founder of Swish, which is AAU. Our kids are fortunate and they get to play with Scott.
Yes.
Now you're like, I don't know if I'm fortunate, but
No. I mean, I feel very lucky that Ben has found Swish. It has been so good for him.
Yeah.
so great.
Seriously.
Oh my God,
fun.
so amazing. And by the way, Austin doesn't like stop himself from getting in trouble because of me. It's because of you.
They know I know how to hold someone accountable.
Right.
They'll
Exactly.
straighten out real
Exactly.
quick for some playing time.
That's right. So tell me what inspired you to be a coach.
Yeah. So my dad, he coached middle school and then ended up coaching a little bit of high school when I was younger. He played. Phenomenal story. He got cut all 4 years in high school, ended up going to junior college and played for Dan Sparks, who's now in the Hall of Fame, and then
My God.
played a year at Western Carolina and then finished back home.
No way.
Played NAIA back home at it's called Indiana Wesleyan, but it was Mary College back in the day. So I would say honestly, he's the biggest part. But then just along my journey, you start to realize that nowadays just the basketball scene's a little different. Like there's so much training and people are paying someone to give your sons advice. I never had that.
Okay.
Like everybody just kind of gave advice because they wanted to see you succeed.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had a lot of people along my way, like Bobby Lutz is one with NC State with me, one of the smartest basketball minds I've ever been around. He made
Huh.
me look at basketball a completely different way. I think the main reason why I've gotten into it is it doesn't matter what I do as my day job. It's all I've ever known for 90% of my life since, the furthest memory I got back to, the last day I played professional basketball was basketball. It was literally my life. That and probably going to school, which I probably cared about basketball more than going to school at the
Yeah.
time.
Oh.
So,
Uh-huh.
Oh, I
uh,
think we're dealing with that at my house too.
so I think, my dad started it. I mean, he gave me the love, the passion, and then just along the way, just, I could name off 100 different people that just had a positive impact on my life in some type of way to become a coach and try to mentor back to the youth.
Well, and you're doing that. You do that through your coaching staff too. You have great people.
They complement each other.
Yeah.
They're all so different.
Yeah.
It's nice to see. Like the organization is very well balanced, if you
Yeah.
ask me.
Yeah. Well, and I think I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. And if I am, we probably got an issue there. It's putting yourself around people that really know what they're doing and also care.
Yeah.
I got a lot of staff members, not only at Broughton and Swish, which overlap a little bit, but they just care about the kids and they want to see them succeed. And, again, we aren't doing it for the money. That's, but it's our opportunity to get back and watch these kids find success.
So if a kid wants to play in college, but what would be your advice to a kid to say, you know what, you do have potential? And I guess you would never look at a kid and say you don't have potential, but
Yeah. And to be fair, I would tell a kid.
I was going to say 100%.
okay, good.
Yes, he
Okay.
would.
Okay, good.
100% he would tell the kid, listen,
Well,
it's not happening.
Good. I like that, but I was like, I don't want to step on toes or make you sound like you would do that. But no, that's good.
No, I'm very honest.
Good.
That's the one thing you'll get out of me.
Yeah.
See?
That's a good coach, though, right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I try.
Good.
But I think the main thing is just understanding the landscape of college basketball. It's different. Like when I played, I had, multiple offers by the time I was a sophomore going into my junior year. Like nowadays, it just doesn't happen. Like we've had 4 kids from my Swiss organization that have committed to play Division I at this point, and all their offers happened in their junior season going into their senior season. The
Okay.
same thing happened last year. Nowadays, so there's transfer portal. You've got NIL,
Yep.
and then you've got, your incoming freshmen.
Yep.
College coaches aren't viewing incoming freshmen the same way they did back in the day because they can go get a junior that averaged 5 points a game and has already shown he can play at this level.
Yep.
Instead of going to recruit, a freshman. I hate it because I'm old school and everything that I've ever gotten, in a roundabout way has come from NC State, and I was able to go there 4 years, get an education. The reality is I'd be lying to you to tell you if, your kids follow the path of basketball or college athletics, he's probably going to start somewhere and he's going to end up somewhere else.
Yeah.
So would you change your kind of trajectory saying, hey, D2, D3, start there, and then you could be picked out of the portal and go to a D1 later?
Yeah, I would tell you first, just what is your priority? What do you want to major in? Find a place, because again, that ball's going to stop bouncing one day.
Yep.
I was the lucky one that was able to go a long time before it stopped bouncing. But the reality is probably 99% of the kids that I coach are not going to play professional basketball. So think about the education. Another thing when it comes to recruiting, I tell it's a goofy one, but you can ask any of my Swiss kids that committed this year. Go to a place that you can see yourself living, because you're going to find probably a girl there that's from the area, and now you're stuck there. I did it.
Can you also throw in where your parents would have fun?
There you go. Yeah. But there's just a lot of things to consider, But I think nowadays there's still a path to get to where you want to go. It's just
it's different.
It's just a new path. It really is.
God,
It's
so crazy.
I feel like these kids, they're working this hard to go and try to play at college, and then they can't even get their foot in the door because of this transfer portal. And then to know you're going to uproot, like our oldest just went to college this year, both of our oldest, you're going to uproot your life. You're going to go start, you're going to go through this whole experience and then know that you're going to do it again. Mentally, that is tough. It doesn't seem right.
I don't have the answers for it. I'm not a big fan of the portal. I think they should put some more regulations on it. Like back when I played, if you transferred, you had to sit out a year. Like I think nowadays kids would second guess, like, okay, if I leave, I gotta, sit out a year. The next step is with NIL, like you got to make a contract. The contract's got to be like a 2+2. So if I'm at NC State and I'm making $500,000, and then the next year I decide, you know what, I don't want to go back to NC State. I want to go to UConn, and UConn is going to pay me $600,000. There's going to be a buyout. So now the school or the player has to pay that buyout. That's
Right.
going to make you second guess if I
Yeah.
That's
want to
right.
transfer or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So I think there's ways they can get around it. I think they got to make some type of change because right now
It's
it's
crazy.
chaotic is
Uh-huh.
what it is.
Yeah.
How is that for coaching though? Because I mean, looking at you, the way that you're running Swish, where you go, you're staying with these kids. These kids are staying every year and you've got them, right? Like you've got them at 15, 16, 17. You know these players.
Yeah.
It's your family, it's your team. And so much of the team sport is learning to rely on each other and take care of each other and work together and overcome whatever is happening. How, as a coach, you get these players that are gone like immediate. Like, how do you ever find that groove?
Well, then that's probably why I'm still doing Swish and Broughton because
Yeah.
college is just tough. Like nowadays, if you talk to any college coach, like if Will Wade was in here or whoever, it's transactional. It's just the reality of the story. It's semi-pro, it's pro. You call it what you want, but it's transactional. Like I enjoy it because I'm creating a relationship. Like that's one of the fun parts about Swish and Broughton is like we are fostering a relationship with these kids. Like all of our seniors that left Broughton last year, like I'm already reaching out to them about the alumni game coming out, seeing if they're coming. So again, it's about building the relationship with the kids. Now you can still do it to an extent, and don't get me wrong, it's not every kid that's leaving a year. So there's some kids that'll still maybe go 2, 3, 4 years at a program, but it's just rare nowadays. So, I think that's the fun part about, Swish and Broughton is like, we've got kids coming back each and every year. Like there's not a lot of turnover. And usually when there is turnover, it's like, hey, let's have a conversation. So again, we just want what's best for the kids. It may not be our organization or it may not be Broughton, but we just want to help them out any way we can.
Well, and it's evident in the time that you put into it, the energy, and you guys care. And I think that's a big thing. And also when people are looking at AAU teams or trying out, I think that's such a big piece to it too, because it's the development of the child too, right? It's not just, hey, can you bounce a basketball? When you're ready to go out in the real world, are you going to be able to, have conversations and have the confidence? I mean, it's all about that. And y'all do a great job with that. Now, we did ask the kids some questions to ask. And some of them I had to completely knock out. I'm like, Scott is
Some
not.
we can't ask.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll ask you
It's
off camera.
I'll answer any of them.
I don't know.
They are so ridiculous. So first, who is your basketball idol?
Steve Nash. Steve Nash was my favorite player growing up.
Really?
I loved the way he played the game. One of the coolest experience I ever had was when I signed with Golden State. He was a special assistant there.
Okay.
And it was Kevin Durant's first year that he had signed with the team. So when I got to training camp, Steve Nash was always there. So I got to actually
Oh, that's so neat.
That's really
Steve
cool.
Nash.
Oh, I love that.
And get
That's
to pick
awesome.
some people's brains.
That's awesome. Okay.
Favorite movie, basketball
favorite
movie.
basketball movie.
Hoosiers.
I was going to say it's
Okay.
Hoosiers. I mean, I was going to guess.
I know.
yours.
Anybody could guess that. If you're
Yeah.
from Indiana, there's only one movie.
Come on.
Well,
And
I
you-
mean, I loved that movie. Growing
How
up.
many times have you watched it? And does your son watch it with you?
I can promise my kids have never seen it. I
Okay.
probably haven't seen it in a healthy amount of years. I watched it more so when I was probably 8 to like 15 years old, just watching it. So watching Jimmy Chitwood shoot. I had a coach that used to call me Jimmy Chitwood in practice. So
80s.
the coach just passed away recently, right?
I don't know.
What's
I have no idea.
I can't
Oh, yeah. Gene Hackman.
Gene Hack.
Yeah, he did. He did pass away.
Yeah.
He did.
I'm really
Yeah.
terrible when it comes to stuff like that. Don't ask me that. Okay. Now, this is a good question. Let's say that you are in an NBA game and the coach gave you a green light to play and shoot as much as you want. How many points are you scoring?
Like today?
Let's
back
go
when I was
back.
playing?
Let's go back in the day.
I think
Let's go back
in your
the day.
prime.
Yes,
In your prime.
back in the day.
How many points?
Nowadays, they don't guard anybody. And if they're going to run a lot of plays and set a lot of screens for me, I go for 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I say more. Come on.
25 is probably good. The hard part is I'm also like 10 years away from what I used to be. So kind of picturing myself like currently in it. I can tell you this. If you gave me 2 months to like get in shape and train, I think I could go get 10 in an NBA game.
Okay.
If I played the whole time.
All right.
Oh my God. Let's
I love
do
it.
Let's make
That
that
would
the
be
next thing.
awesome.
Come on, Scott.
I would
Okay.
love
Find
Okay.
someone to give me a 10-day.
Ooh.
Oh,
I'll make it happen.
All right.
I'm in.
do it.
I need 2 months of training though.
Serious
Okay.
training.
But
Is that
now-
like every day? That's going to be every day.
Yes.
Now, are
Like
you
probably
talking
twice a
about
day.
conditioning Cardio. You're talking the whole
It's more
gamut.
so conditioning. I got to get back in game shape.
Okay.
Everything else, like shooting and a little bit of ball handling, you got to get rhythm.
For kids now, they need conditioning, strength. Do you think private lessons? What would you suggest? Different for every kid?
Yeah, I mean, trying to figure out, I think a lot of it's maturity too. Instruction helps.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like having someone that knows what they're doing, especially when it comes to weights.
Yes.
Like when I was younger, I just did a bunch of like push-ups and sit-ups. So I mean, that's easy to kind of
Yeah,
monitor.
yeah.
But like for our Swiss team, like probably about 15, like we really started to
Yeah.
emphasize strength conditioning. Injury prevention's a big one nowadays with how athletic and strong these kids are.
So true.
Injury
Yeah.
prevention, making sure you got ankle stability, knee stability. But it's definitely a big part of the game, and it's becoming even bigger. I had the luxury of working Curry camp, and so Steph worked every morning, and he has his personal trainer with him. He probably does 40 minutes of exercise before he even touches the court.
Really?
He does.
Yep.
Yeah, smart.
You
So
know.
he doesn't get hurt.
And then on top of it, we don't talk about it enough. It's nutrition.
I'm like, Austin, chocolate milk and chocolate ice cream are not going to do it for you, buddy.
Well, if how much he moves, it'll be okay. But
Yeah.
if we went and got a nutritionist on here, they'd probably.
I know. All right. What other things? Okay. Funniest parent or player moment. That might be a tough one.
I know.
I really haven't. It's just honest truth. I don't have many interaction with parents. I'm pretty upfront about like, hey, like if your son has an issue, like he needs to be a grown boy and come have a conversation with me. Again, he may not like what I tell him, but it's also when he gets in the real world, he ain't going to mommy and daddy saying, hey, I don't like what's happening at work. You have to go in there. So again, I think that a lot of that comes down to the kid having that conversation. Again, you may not like the answer I give you, but like, let's work around it and see what we can do to whether it's get you more minutes, get you more shots. So truthfully, I really don't talk with many parents.
And
not as much as you think. This is the most I've had dialogue with parents.
And you're like, and this is
That's
it,
funny.
sister.
But the probably my funny moment and one thing, it's probably not even a good thing that I do it, but as a coach, like I have the one carrot everybody wants. It's playing time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'll even call them out by name. And I've done it with multiple kids. So Tanner Michalecki was on my first year program
Okay.
that we had. He's now does our social media.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Tanner. Yeah.
Yeah.
And his dad calls me and said, he ain't playing this weekend. I said, well, what's going on? He said, his grades are not good enough. He is not playing. I said, all right. I said, well, listen, let him come. Let's figure it out. So I put him in the game. And as soon as he came out, I looked him dead in the eyes and I said, look, Tanner, you're not going back in this game until your grades get up. In the middle of the game.
No.
What did he do?
Devastated.
He just kind of looked at me, and I think the problem is they don't realize in the moment that like I'm dead serious. Like I'm in the
And you-
middle of a game and I'm talking to you about your grades.
Good.
Like let's
Yeah.
work on this.
Uh-huh.
Because again,
Keep
it's the
that
one
up.
carrot that everybody wants. Like you guys can take away phones and ground them,
Mhm.
but the reality is that when it comes to sports, that's their obsession.
It is.
So when I
How
tell
many
you, hey,
minutes?
come sit next to me, and the next time I see you, bring me a report card, I mean it. So I will do it. Like,
Yes,
even
sir.
if I catch wind that a kid is slacking off, I'll sub him out. And when he comes up, he says, hey, I just want to let you know, I heard about so-and-so. Just want to let you know, you're not going back in the game until you get it right.
You are my new best friend.
That's awesome. Good. I love it. Well,
But
how
I
are you?
just, to me, it all goes hand in hand. Like, again, there's one of the best advice I ever got. Like, hey, you got the one thing all these kids want. So like you can control them and make them do it the right way.
Can I get a recording of that?
I haven't mic'd me up for a game yet. Probably.
We need to.
Probably because it was
Yes.
bad, but if Hugo did it, we'd probably be in trouble.
That would be awesome. What other coach
That
would you
was-
mic up?
Ooh, Cooper might get in trouble.
Ralston?
Ralston would be very soft spoken, but he is so powerful with his messaging.
Okay.
Like, okay, that hit my soul a little bit.
Yeah,
But he's
coach.
so calm too.
He
Like
is.
you hardly ever see him like.
I know.
That's why me and Ralston are ideal for each other because I'm like, I'll snap.
You're spicy, baby.
Yeah, and then Ralston
Yes.
would like grab my waistband, like, "Hey, man, this ain't worth fighting over. Like, just
Mhm.
come on."
But
back."
you always need that balance. That's
Yep.
how my work partner and I'm the spicy. And then he's like, calm down. You do not need to go to jail today. I mean, what else do we have, Kate?
I don't know because I know you're getting close to
I
having to
know.
leave. He
No.
does. I'm curious about Swish. So the reason for 15 is that because that's when you think the kids that want to play and are serious. Is that why you started at 15?
Yeah, and that's kind of what we consider like recruitable players.
Okay.
Like they're kind of now on the map. There's kind of, game film of these kids. Like they're going to start to, like, there's going to be a ranking system coming out as soon as their freshman year ends. So, I mean, that's kind of when it really turns. It's also, they talk about the circuit, whatever the circuit is, so that's when, the travel really starts to get ramped up. You start to move around. Like we play Chicago, Ohio, Atlanta. We went to, where was it? It wasn't Oklahoma, but
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Yep.
We're going there this year.
That's the hope.
Oh, that's the
Just
hope.
Hold tight. Hold tight. I've really, really tried to stay local as much as we can to make things easier. But like this year, we're looking at possibly doing maybe it's 2 Atlanta trips for things to better the organization. But I do think that those 4 tournaments to where we travel and do that, it's very high level competition, so we're good there. So being able to stay local, especially with how much travel these kids get and how much basketball they're playing.
But you know what? I do think, I like going on the trips because it, brings in some family time. But I think it's so good for the guys. And I love how they stay in their own room. Now, I'm sure they look like pigsties and they smell like a dumpster. But they have to get their own stuff together and they've got to set their alarms and wake up. It's like real world stuff, right?
It sets them up for college. At the end of the day, like this is when we're on the road, this is about as collegiate as you get. Like just rough itinerary, like you'd arrive. All of our kids have their roommates, so they're going to their room. Like that's their accountability partner or whatever you may call it. All of our breakfast, lunch, and dinners all together. We've got training. And then you've got your scouting, and then you got to go play your game. So it's just the balance, and it's an opportunity for them to be able to see it in a kind of modified version of it.
Did you do AAU? You did play AAU.
You did.
Okay.
So I played for, I started out on, back in the day, it was a Reebok team.
Reebok, no way.
Yeah, it was.
Remember the pumps?
Yeah.
Reebok
We had the pumps.
Lots of Reeboks,
We were all,
baby.
it was Greg. I'm sure. Do you know who Greg Oden is? Do y'all know who Greg Oden is?
No.
He's arguably the greatest high school basketball player from Indiana. Went to Lawrence North. 7-footer, went to Ohio State. I think they ended up losing the national championship, but was the number 1 overall pick.
Okay.
So
No,
we
but
were all in like the same program. So
Uh-huh.
being around him was awesome.
Yeah.
I ended up leaving and playing with a Nike. And then back in the day, the only like Nike affiliated event was Peach Jam. Like nowadays, Nike has all theirs and Adidas has all theirs and
Under
has
Armour,
all theirs.
yeah.
Back in the day, we played everybody. It didn't matter.
Oh, okay.
So again, it's changed a little bit, but I played a Reebok team and a Nike team growing up.
And you traveled.
Yep.
Same
a
thing.
Lot, a lot. And we had a big old conversion van with a TV in it. So we'd pack up.
Yes.
6 or 7 of our teammates would always just hop in this. Like we drove to Las Vegas,
Oh my God.
Arkansas, Orlando.
Wow.
And what y'all don't know is Scott drives to these things, right?
Yes, he still do.
Most of them, he is in the van. The team's in these vans. They go, they have a road trip. You do the whole gamut with them.
Yeah. Eventually I'm going to try to get off of it and maybe pass it to Cooper or somebody. But it's also part of the experience. I will say, and like even Chicago is a good example. So like, you guys know, like every year when we go to Chicago, we go downtown. Like it's our
So awesome.
Most of these kids have never been to Chicago. So like they get there and it's like their eyes are open. Like I've never seen a building this big.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's also just a good experience to like drive them around and mingle, get to know them a little bit more on a personal level. So.
And that they bond during that. And now I just thought about this. One thing I'm going to have to buy you. How do you ride in a van with all those stinky people? Do you have an air freshener? I'm going to get you one of those air fresheners that hang
Honestly,
from your mirror.
Every once in a while, I maybe get a whiff of it, but it's not too bad.
Their shoes are terrible.
Well, the nice part is we
they're in the
usually
back.
have them put the shoes up. They're
Okay.
the big old vans we take, that stuff's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say.
Yeah. Well, that's like the locker room at Broughton. Like when we do our parent meeting, we have all the parents buy like some powder
Yes.
or some
Okay.
fresheners. Because that's the one thing I hate doing is as soon as you get there, you just get a
Oh.
whiff of it. Like the football side.
I know.
You can smell football as soon as you get within 50 feet.
Well, and the cleats and yes, I know.
Pads.
Yep.
Yeah. So is
Okay.
basketball your favorite sport? Would you say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now probably golf.
Do you like to golf?
Yeah.
Ben and I just golfed on Friday. I'm terrible at it.
Yeah.
Me
The problem
too.
is now my kids have taken up like interest in hobbies.
Oh.
So my weekends are jammed.
You think your
yeah.
son's going to play ball? Who knows?
Yeah, he loves it right now. What he ends up doing is, we'll see. Time will tell. But he started rec. They started rec last Saturday. Raleigh did it as well. And
I should have just said your son, your daughter too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
She could be a
both could
star.
play.
Raleigh's an athlete. So,
Is she?
she could. She really wants to play flag football.
Yes.
That's kind of a big thing
Yes.
for girls.
It's
yeah,
awesome.
it's coming up. Good for her girl
But she does
power.
soccer. She does tennis. She does basketball,
And
t-ball.
And she's cute as a button. They're
Yeah.
both so cute.
Yeah.
Crap out of the ball too, so she
Does
may
she?
follow my wife's path and play softball.
That's right.
There you go.
I mean, 2 athletic parents. Come on, they'll be rock
Yeah.
stars.
Tony Ann reminded me yesterday that I guess the athletic genes come from the mom.
By the way, I read
That's what
that.
she said.
Austin, did you hear that?
Yep, I tell Ben that all the time. I'm like, you're welcome.
Last thing, you guys, this is a super fun event in Raleigh. The Broughton Alumni Game is coming up November 5th. I'm on a little committee and we're working hard to get all of this ready. Not only is it a great fundraiser for the program, but it is super awesome to watch all the alumni come and play. It is a great event. I mean, it's a big thing, but
All ages alumni?
Yeah.
Oh,
Anybody,
no way.
anyone that's come through Broughton. So we'll have. I mean, I think last year we had
it's awesome.
a lot of coaches
Okay.
that had coached at some point at Broughton that came back and helped coach the teams.
It's so cool.
I think we had about 35 people that played
Okay.
in the game. And
Yeah.
then, it's a good event. And I think that's the fun part about Broughton is the community aspect of it. I mean, it is a tight community. So being able to see, whether it's fans that have supported the program over a long time, as well as, players, you got all these guys that come back and are involved with the program.
And they have fun. Like the game is fun watching it because they still want to be super competitive,
We
right?
had no
And
injuries last year.
great.
That's
That's a win.
good. That's a
Total
win.
win.
That's a
Total
win.
win.
Scott's Battle, who's on our staff,
Yeah.
and Chris Brickhouse have been training 5:30 every morning for this.
You know
Are
what?
you
I saw the
serious?
video.
It's
Yeah.
a big deal. He's running Riley's, which is essentially 5 down and backs.
Oh my
before
God.
practice.
No way.
They take it
They're in.
serious.
I mean, this is
I
a
want to
good.
come watch.
Come on,
I'm
November
gonna have
5th.
to
I'll be
come
there.
watch. I'll
Yes.
come watch it.
November 5th at Broughton. Do you know what time it starts? I forget.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Come, you can eat dinner there. There'll be plenty of food and games, giveaways. So come on and support Scott. He is awesome. And if your kid gets a chance to ever go to a camp of his or gets the opportunity to play with him or for him, you will be a lucky person because he is good, not just as a basketball coach, but as a person. And you're such a good role model.
I know. Thank you.
Thanks
for coming
Scott.
in.
This is fun.
This was so fun. So, Catherine, Scott was amazing.
So great. And I learned some stuff. I learned a lot of stuff, actually. It was endearing to hear a coach's side, not just like for the players, for the parents and how it works.
It was really great to get to know him and hear about his history and how he started and where he came from. And he is just straight up great guy.
He's
He
a
really
great guy.
is. He's a great
You can
guy.
tell he was
Well-rounded.
raised-
Yeah.
He came from a great family and he cares, which is a big deal. I mean, he really has his heart into it. It's really great. And he said if we get a lot of viewers, he would do
A part two.
So y'all like it and put comments and share this. So we will be back for our next episode in a few weeks. And always, Raleigh peeps, stay rooted and a little reckless. Did I do it?
I did.
Yes.
in a row.
Bye.